Hey guys, it's Leah and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be speaking about something which is very important to me, which is skin, spots, acne, skin conditions, all that kind of stuff. So you might have seen recently I posted a main feed picture showing off my bare skin, my spots and everything, and I wrote quite a long caption all about my experience with having spots and acne, and a lot of you guys reacted really well to it and related to it and found it helpful to see. So I thought, why not make a full video talking all about skin, answering your questions, talking about my skincare routine and everything like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I think a lot of you guys know I've struggled with my skin for quite a long time now. I started getting spots when I was about 13 or 14. I'm now 17 and it's kind of gradually got worse over the years. I really hope you find this video helpful, so let's just get started. So recently I have started to use a lot of different products on my skin. I've kind of switched up my routine completely because everything I was using wasn't working. So for a little while now I have been using the Foreo Luna Mini 3. This is a tiny little gadget from a Swedish skincare company. It kind of makes your skincare more fun and it kind of feels like you're getting more out of it. Instead of just using like your standard face wash, this really does help. After I use this, my skin feels really soft and clean, and I feel like when I put moisturiser on afterwards it's just going to absorb a lot better because I've got really deep into my skin. This is a little skin cleansing brush. It uses something called T-sonic pulsations, so it kind of pulsates and buzzes and really gets in there. So it's got these little silicone bristles on, which are really practical for cleaning and keeping hygienic. Obviously it doesn't like soak up any badness because it's silicone. It just wipes right off and stays a lot more hygienic and clean. And obviously you don't need to change the brush head on this, which is absolutely perfect. It's also tiny, easy to travel with if you need to, take it to the gym, take it on holiday with you. It's just a perfect little gadget. So the way that you use this is you connect it up to an app on your phone. You get the Foreo app and then you use Bluetooth to connect the gadget up to your phone. You can then personalize how you personally use the Luna Mini 3. You can actually put it up to an intensity of 12, but I prefer to do mine on about 5 just because my skin can be quite painful with spots, and so I really like that I can put it at a lower setting. Once I've set this all up ready to go, I will wet my face and apply a cleanser directly onto the Luna Mini 3. The one that I've been using is the Foreo Micro Foam Cleanser. This just foams up really well when added to water and on the gadget, so I really like using that one. And then you click the start button and it will start pulsating. So you then just rub the Luna Mini 3 in circular motions on your face, and it actually has a timer built in. So after a minute it will stop, so you know you're not overworking your skin. It feels so good on your skin. I love using it on this area on my cheeks because obviously I get blackheads there, and I just feel like this gets really deep into the blackheads and gives it a good scrub without being too harsh. And then once the timer shuts off, you can rinse your face off and then pat your face dry, and the Foreo Luna Mini 3 is also really easy to clean. I just rinse it under some water and it's ready to put away and use again. So yeah, that is the first thing I've been using on my skin recently. Absolutely been loving it. This is also a perfect gift for Christmas. So that's the first thing I've changed up in my skincare routine, and I've really been enjoying it. It just makes it a lot more fun, and I feel like my skin has been feeling the benefits. So I only use the Foreo in the morning just to give my skin a good clean to start with, and then in the evening I've been removing my skin with this. So this is the L'Oreal Paris. This is the L'Oreal Paris micellar water. Basically, I normally use the Garnier one, but I'd actually heard a few people saying that without them knowing, that was what was breaking their skin out. And so I decided to try a different one. I've been getting on really well with this. Obviously, I don't know if this has made a difference or not, but I've been using this on my skin just to keep it clean and remove makeup, and I've been liking it so far. For moisturiser, I have gone back to the Aloe Propolis Cream by Forever. I did used to use this and then I stopped just because I found it was a bit too thick, but because I will show you in a minute, I've been on something that is prescribed by the doctors. My skin's been really dry and this is very thick, so it really hydrates the skin. And then like I said, because that is really thick, it can make your skin feel a little bit much. So I just spray on a little bit of a Mario Badescu spray. The one I'm currently using is Aloe Chamomile and Lavender, and I just spritz that on the top. It just makes my skin feel a little bit lighter. And then, like I said, I have been on something which has been prescribed to me. So for a little bit of background on products that have been prescribed to me, I have used a lot. I've been going to the doctors for a few years now, and a couple of things have worked for me and a couple of things haven't at all. The first thing I got prescribed was called Duac. Now this is a cream, and I think this is the first thing anybody ever gets prescribed because it's probably like the lightest. A lot of you guys have said this has worked really well for you, so that is great to hear that it does work for some people, but for me it had absolutely no effect whatsoever, so I stopped using that really quickly because it didn't work. Then I went back and got prescribed something called Zinerit. So this is more of like a liquid that you apply to your skin. I guess it is stronger, and this actually completely cleared my skin. I'll put a video on the screen right now of what my skin looked like when I was using this, and I did do a whole video on YouTube called How I Cleared My Skin, and that worked amazingly for me. But gradually my skin got used to it and it stopped having an effect anymore, and my skin kind of came back worse than ever after using that and after my skin got used to it. So I went back to the doctors again, told them that, and they actually gave me a tablet. I think it's an antibiotic and it's called limacycline. So you have to take the whole course of these. They're quite big tablets. I can't remember how long I took them for, but it was definitely quite a few weeks. I don't remember seeing any effect from those at all. My skin was still just as bad and I was still getting spots. So after the first course, stopped using them because they weren't working, and then left it for a while. Tried going down the natural product route and was only using natural skincare that had like no harsh chemicals in it and stuff like that. But that ultimately made my skin even worse, and really big, angry, painful spots were coming up. So scrapped that, went back to the doctors again because I was starting to really lose hope and was getting really upset about my skin actually. Felt horrible. So they prescribed me Differin, which is only 0.1% of whatever the like chemical is that they use in this. So she said that it was for mild to moderate acne. I really don't know whether I should call my skin acne because I don't think it really fits into the acne category, and actually right now my skin is looking really good. It's cleared up a lot, and I do think it is down to this mainly. So I apply this just at night. It's just like a gel. My skin was feeling really sensitive after I first started using this, and putting on moisturizer would like burn my face. But gradually I guess my skin's got used to it and it's been working wonders, I think. So yeah, that is my current skincare routine, and I've also been using this by Foreo. This is called an Espada. I actually don't know that much about this, so I should probably just do some research so I can read it off the screen. So this uses T-sonic pulsations, just like the Illumina 3, with powerful blue light technology to deliver unparalleled results. It uses blue light LEDs basically, and basically in normal terms zaps the spot. So you switch it on and it has a little red light coming through, which is like a cross. You can use this to act like a target so you know exactly where you're putting it. Press it down on your skin and a blue light comes on and it starts to pulsate and vibrate and zap that spot away. I've been using this recently once a day on my main spots. I've only been using that for a while, so it's going to be a gradual thing I think to see if it really works. But like I said, my skin has been getting a lot better recently, so I think a combination of all these things has been helping me. So with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and get on into some of your questions and worries, concerns, everything like that, all about skin. One of the main questions I have got is about leaving the house without makeup on, and saying that you can't leave the house without makeup on, and let me tell you, I am exactly the same. I'm still not there yet at all. I feel way more confident showing my bare skin on the internet than in real life, which I think is normally the opposite way round for people. But I don't know, I'm not too bothered about showing my skin online because I don't see people's actual reactions. And on my Instagram picture where I posted my skin, that photo got sent to someone via DM over 200 times, which terrifies me because I know people are talking about me and the way that I look, whether it's good or bad, and I can't see it. It's really hard to go out the house without makeup on, but when I do it, I don't do it very often. I've never gone to college without makeup on, and I never really went to school without makeup on either when I started to get spots. So I've always been the same as you guys in that respect. The only time, more or less, I will ever go out without makeup on is when I go and take my dog for a walk. Because it's daytime, midweek, there's never really anyone around, so I don't bump into anyone. But if I ever do go out with no makeup on, I kind of like forget. No one even bothers, no one looks, no one cares, no one laughs, stares. That rhymed. Nothing like that. So I really think it's just something you're gonna have to do or gradually do. But if makeup is what makes you feel confident and what makes you feel good, don't stop using it just because you feel like you should, or there's a pressure to not wear makeup, or that you're covering up. If it's what makes you feel comfortable, then please don't stop using it. Makeup can really help with confidence, and I know that it does with me. So don't stop using it just to please other people, and don't wear it just to please other people. If you feel great with no makeup on and you don't care what people think, don't wear it just because you feel like you have to cover up spots, which is kind of the same situation as me. I'm sometimes not that bothered about my skin, but I just don't like the thought of people reacting to my skin. So I don't like wearing no makeup to college because I feel like the people at my college are gonna judge me or notice it or even like pity me for having bad skin. And I would just rather not feel vulnerable like that, so I put makeup on just for kind of like a bit of peace of mind. Peace of mind? Peace of mind? I don't know the saying. Okay, so the next question is, how do you deal with scarring, or do you embrace your scars, and if so, how? A lot of my skin right now is actually scarring. There's not that many like fresh spots. And I've never done anything specifically to get rid of scars, just because my main focus has been getting rid of active spots. But hopefully, once my skin does start clearing up, I will focus on reducing scars. I think this should probably help with scars. I think this has actually helped with scars a little bit, the acne gel, but I don't really know. I just personally feel much more comfortable having scars than active spots because there's just less to worry about with them. Okay, this one. I'm constantly looking down so people can't see my skin. How can I be more confident? I do this all the time. When I wake up in the morning, the first thought in my head, first thing in the morning, is my skin. I think about my skin constantly, all the time. Wherever I go, whatever time it is, I always have a thought in the back of my mind of what my skin looks like. So the first thing when I wake up, I know I will have fresh spots. TMI by the way here. I will have spots to squeeze and my skin will probably bleed because every single time I wash my face, take my makeup off in the evening, squeeze spots, whatever, my face bleeds all the time. And I don't want people to see me like that, and so I always, when I get up in the morning, sneak out when there's no one around, or I look down, or just don't make eye contact with my family because I'm embarrassed and I don't want them to see it. I don't know, like I think that's fine. It's just whatever makes you feel best. But at the same time, obviously it's not ideal. You want to be able to look at people. It's really hard because I'm not there yet when it comes to stuff like that. You just gotta kind of think there's bigger things. When you look at other people, do you notice their spots? I don't. Like, I don't think about that whatsoever. I know everybody says this, but genuinely, people aren't looking at it. People aren't thinking about that while they're talking to you. So again, it's gonna have to be a gradual thing you try and do. I think the main thing is just not caring what other people think, and that's a really hard thing to get over, which, like I said, I'm not there yet. Has anyone ever been rude to you about your skin? To be honest, in person, I don't think they really ever have. When my family used to make general comments about my skin, like not even like being rude about it, not being mean, just pointing something out or anything like that, I would hate it. I'd get really upset. I'd get really like mardy. I know that's a Leicester word, but I don't even know what another word is to describe mardy. Like stroppy, sensitive about the topic of people just the fact that they even noticed it and pointed it out made me feel horrible. So yeah, although they weren't being horrible, stuff like that was not nice for me to think about and to deal with. And I've had a lot of nasty comments online on my videos about my skin, and again, it's the fact that people notice it that used to really bug me. I used to just try and hide it and pretend it wasn't there and that no one would notice it, and so when people commented about it, I'd be like, oh no, you can tell that I've got spots, don't like it. Someone asked, do your spots hurt? Yes. Oh my god, sometimes they're so painful. Like, I get them on my cheeks here. I never used to get them on my chin and my cheeks, but I do know I used to only get them on my forehead. It really hurts to lie down and to go to sleep. Sometimes it's too painful, I actually can't. Like, I have to lie on my back or on the other side because It hurts a lot, and it hurts to pull different facial expressions, to smile, to open up. Sometimes I get them like around my mouth, and to open my mouth to eat something hurts. So please bear that in mind as well. It is really painful. Spots are just a gift that keep on giving. They really affect you, and I don't think unless you've had them yourself you realise how much they affect you and your mental health and the way you view yourself. Have you ever suffered with chest acne? I also had one that said, have you ever suffered with back acne, or you might as well call it backne. I have had the odd spot on my chest. I've got one right now. We can see her there. Yeah, so I get a couple on my spots, but only like the occasional one. And the last year and the year before that, I had like really bad backne. That's such a gross word, actually. Yeah, I got spots on my back as well, and that was kind of more debilitating, if that's a word, because when it was summer, I didn't want to wear strappy tops, I didn't want to wear bikinis. It really restricted what I wore because I didn't want to show my back, and places that I went, again, it would be on my mind a lot. So that's just as bad, if not worse, because it's more unusual, I think, than having a couple of spots on your face. Okay, the next question is, what type of acne do I have? I actually don't know. There's all different types. There's like hormonal acne, cystic. I don't have cystic because it's not that bad for me. It can be hereditary. So I do know that my dad had quite bad acne back in the day. So it might just be because of that. It might just be the way I am. It could be, I have tried to reduce my dairy a bit recently just by swapping my milk to like dairy-free milk, but I still eat like chocolate and ice cream and stuff like that, so not really. I don't know basically what kind of acne I've got. I think that's what a dermatologist would tell you, which I would consider, but they're very expensive, so I don't know. How do you pick yourself back up after having a bad moment with your skin? I just try and remind myself that it's not gonna be there forever, although it feels like it. I mean like short term, like say I'm having a really bad skin day and I wake up and my spots are like really bad and I feel really self-conscious. I just have to tell myself, by tomorrow, by the end of the week, my skin, these spots will have gone and hopefully it'll be better. So that's just what I try and remind myself, that it's not permanent. They're not permanent. Oh, something else I really like using is the Mario Badescu drying lotion. I haven't been using this as much recently since I have been on the prescribed gel, but that does genuinely work to reduce your spots and reduce the redness and angriness, so would definitely recommend that to try out. I think that is pretty much everything I'm going to talk about in this video, but I will definitely do more videos about this if it's something you want to see, because it's so common, and that's what annoys me. Like, you never ever see people with acne or rosacea or eczema or any kind of facial skin conditions or whatever problems, issues, skin real skin. You don't ever see it like in the media. I actually cannot tell you one time I remember seeing someone with acne in a program or on telly or in films and it just be normal and it not be like part of the storyline or anything like that, or like the smutty teenager or whatever. I just actually can't remember ever seeing it. I don't understand why, because it's so common. Even in like adverts for acne products, they show them using it and they don't even have any spots. It's like really irritating. It's like, why can you not show a spot? Is it that bad? Like, so many people have it, and that is what I really want to change, is just to make it more normal and seen, because I'm seen as brave for showing my spots. I appreciate people saying that, but it shouldn't be that way. Like, it should just be normal. So that is what I am here to try and change. Amen to that. That is where I'm going to end the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below. Also, don't forget to check out this little gadget. I will link it down below if you want to ask for it for Christmas or get it as a gift for someone, because I would really recommend it. That is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.